Okay, that is our all hands intro, and let's make a deal for this all hands. As I am the host, I can make all the rules I want. So if I say super sekali, everyone have to thumbs up using both of their hands. Super sekali. Okay. So whenever I say super sekali, everyone two thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. I assume that there is no objection because there is no one says no. No answer means yes. Then super sekali. Let's try ya. 1, 2, 3. Super sekali. Okay, welcome to All Hands for today. It's 12th of November. We have our inspirational speaker Kateni today. And let's open the deck. Very very inspirational ya Kateni ya. I've known Kateni for my entire time in Bukit Vista, which is 5 years, and apparently uh, who doesn't know Katendi? But if you don't know Katendi, actually Katendi have been in Bukit Vista since 2017. So that's 7 years. Super sekali. Okay. Checks out ya. Very very nice. Super sekali. Okay, Katendi. Let's say hi to Katendi. Katendi, hello.
Hello, Vidi. Hello, everyone. How are you today?
Okay. Katendi. Can try Katendi. Say super sekali Katendi.
Super sekali.
Super sekali. Mantap. Clap hands for everyone ya. Thank you for participating. We'll always say super sekali for this 10 minutes ya. But okay, Katendi has been in Bukit Vista for 7 years. Katendi is right now a property manager. But as far as I've known him for 5 years, Katendi have been doing various things in Bukit Vista. I've had a lot of discussions previously with Katendi. Very inspirational. Before Katendi married, now Katendi already married in Bukit Vista as well. Super sekali. Very, very nice. Katendi is a very inspirational figure for me in Bukit Vista because it's like one of the core pillars of hospitality. So there are technically there are two sides in Bukit Vista: the very logical side and the very hospitable side. Sometimes can be both, but for example, I'm leaning more toward the technology side. Katendi leans and it's very inspirational in terms of the hospitality side. So Katendi, without further ado, can I start asking you a question, Katendi?
Sure, Vidi.
Yes, Katendi. Katendi, let's warm up ya, Katendi ya. You've seen Bukit Vista evolve over the years. How has the company changed, and what's one thing that has always stayed the same, Katendi?
Okay, so over the years, Bukit Vista has transformed in many ways. Adopting innovative technology, and then building a diverse team. However, the commitment is to deliver exceptional guest experience and prioritizing relationship with owner has always been a core focus, right? And this dedicating to creating meaningful connection is something that has consistently guided Bukit Vista approach.
Okay, okay, Katendi. Your answer seems scripted, yeah, Katendi. Yeah. Is that a GPT answer, or you're just adopting the tech tools so well, Katendi? But a very interesting question, yeah. Very interesting answer. So the commitment to hospitality is one of the core thing that in Bukit Vista that never changed, yeah. It seems, yeah, Katendi. Yeah. Katendi, and actually, there's also one question from the audience that is very interesting to get to know you more, Katendi. Which BV version did you come from, Katendi?
I think BV 2.0.
2.0, yeah, okay. I think I came at BV 4, yeah. So that's a huge generational gap as well. Very interesting, yeah. So that answers the question, yeah. Very interesting. So, Katendi, to elaborate your question, to elaborate your answer, Katendi, how has the company changed? Just now you mentioned what, Katendi? Sorry, can you repeat once more?
Pardon? Vidi?
How has the company changed, you think?
It's I think about the team, yeah. Of obviously like the first team until now, we have a more stronger team like that.
Stronger team, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, I was just about to ask whether the change you think is good or not, but it seems that when you say a stronger team, of course, it is very positive, yeah. So yeah, that's just a warm-up question. Let's move on to the next question. Katendi, this is a very interesting question that I ask myself every morning, yeah. After 7 years, Katendi, what keeps you motivated, specifically working in Bukit Vista, yeah?
The first the team, of course, the team, and then the challenge to make a memorable experience. for the guests.
Oh, okay. The team and the chance to make memorable experience to the guests. Very interesting. Yeah, I think a lot of people can take inspiration from that. Um, but just to maybe iterate even more, what are some of the things that makes you feel like, this is so demotivating, and how do you deal with it, Kak Tendi?
Uh, Sometimes when we we didn't reach the goal, didn't reach the goal. I mean, like sometimes we lost on track like that, and but that makes us like struggling, make me like struggling, like how to fix that, how to we keep move on, and then uh make make the goal is possible to reach like that. So yeah, sometimes it's make what's called frustrate, but when we talk with the team and then evaluate with the supervisor and the team, we build again like that, the trust, the motivation, and what's called the vibes that okay, let's make a stronger like that. I think what like Mr. Jing do, like to motivate the team, okay, and then make like a semester goal and something. I think that's innovation. I mean, like how we keep the goal or keep make the all the people is together like in the one vision like that.
Okay, very good answer ya Kak Tendi ya. I think we can take inspiration from this, especially I think this relates a lot with what we experience in the beginning of the month ya, everyone. We sometimes fail and then we get frustrated. Probably we don't really know what to do, but if we have the same goal and vision with the same goal, target set by the upper management, together I think we can rebuild it ya Kak Tendi ya, with the trust that we've gained. Okay, I think this is a moment for super sekali. That's a super answer ya. Very, very good. Okay, interesting. Thank you, Kak Tendi, for inspiring us with that answer. The next question, Kak Tendi. Can you share a story, Kak Tendi, where you felt, oh, Bukit Vista nih, I'm very proud to be in Bukit Vista. That is actually the second part that truly reflect our company core value.
The story, yeah. Uh, it's kind of like when you going to the area that people know you, that you are someone that develop the area, uh, get to develop the area to be a better area, and then make the area is busy. That's something that I proud. For example, like when I'm going to Uluwatu, and then I meet the family of of the owner, and they said, "Hey, are you Tendi?" Yes. Who are you? Oh, I am the daughter, or sorry, the sister of this owner, like that. Oh, I just built a villa, but not finished yet. Maybe can you help me to promote or something? Because I heard Bukit Vista is one of the management in here, like that. So when you known by stranger in a positive way, so that's make like proud like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, not in a negative way, yeah. Yeah, I think that's very interesting. Yeah, some people they very proud to be in big companies. Some people they are very proud that they are in a multinational company. But Katendi making a change, a positive change toward an area, being known for that is actually a legacy, yeah, Katendi, for the area. Yeah. Very interesting. Are
Yes.
there any other example, Katendi, that you can think of? That can motivate everyone, especially the interns. Yeah, sometimes the interns here kan they're still trying to figure out what they want to do in the future and so on and so forth. Do you have any other moment that you can be that you think, oh, this is a proud moment for me that I am in Bukit Vista specifically?
I think this is the things for everyone. Yeah, I can say start interacting. Yeah, so when you interacting to people, for example, I usually meet the owner, with the staff, and with the like in the field, you will get more knowledge. You will get more inspiration because I believe all the owner, all the staff, all the supervisor or manager in the field, they have a good insight for you
Hmm.
because like the owner, they are one of the successful people, right? That
Yep.
they can build the villa from their maybe working or from their business, so you can learn. Yeah, so for the young people, I'm still young,
Young
right? Yeah,
people.
I'm
Okay.
still
Okay.
young. So from the when you just start in this working area, right? And then your work is not only in monitor. I mean, you can learn more from the world. I mean, like when you start going to the field, maybe if you're not in Bali, come to Bali and then yeah, interacting to people or the owner. Hey, meet how you build your business, find inspiration things. I mean, like that. So when you get that, you get more uh, idea, creativity to build your future. What you want to do in the future, like that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
I think there's a terminology for that, like active listening. Yeah. So we, on top of just listening, we also try to evaluate what is good and absorb everything that's good from other people as well. Very inspirational. Yeah. Uh, I have questions. I have time for one questions from the audience. Jarang-jarang nih ya. It's very rare that we can have a time to say to Kateni. Kateni is very busy person. Maybe any one question from somebody that maybe is new ya. Maybe I think there's a new property manager here. Fasha ya, Fasha. Al Fasha ya. As someone new, maybe do you have any questions or maybe doubt ya? You have questions for Katendi that probably can help you get to a new level. Ya. Oh, Pasha lagi di toilet. Unfortunate sekali. Okay, maybe Azel. Nah, Azel maybe have a very good question ya, since Azel realized going to the field so much, I think. Azel, over to you. Maybe do you have any questions for Katendi?
Okay, maybe I can ask question about how, I mean, being a property manager, what is the important point of the technical aspect? I mean, the field aspect that you experience. I mean, yeah, that's question. The technical aspect or the field aspect that you applied on the field, yeah, as a property manager.
So the technical ya, not
Yeah, technical,
non-technical.
technical, yeah.
Technical, okay. Maybe Katendi, can you answer the question or is it clear? I think Azel is
Okay,
trying to
before
answer
that,
the
nice to
technical
meet
one.
you, Azel.
Nice to
Okay.
meet you juga, Randy. Yeah.
Okay, so uh, if we talk about the technical, it's depend on the situation. What situation do you like? Do you have any example of situation? Because on the field, it's very like luas, right?
Dynamic, dynamic,
And
yeah.
like, yeah. So what specific situation do you want to ask?
Yeah. Are there any specific situation, Azel? Maybe if the property owner is angry, or maybe meeting the angry guest, or what specific technical aspect are you asking, Azel?
Okay. Maybe you can give one example that the experience is really really hard thing to do, Kak Tendi.
Oh, okay. The
Yeah,
biggest friction ya, maybe
the
ya,
biggest,
Katendi.
yeah.
The biggest apa tadi?
Biggest friction in the field.
Biggest friction in the field.
If you come to
Okay.
the field and then this happen, aduh, very
Yeah,
difficult. And
so
how do you overcome it?
this is things before you going to the field, you have to know your if for example you visit the partner or the property. Before you visit, make sure that you know who will you meet, who will you visit, what do you want to visit. Because when you, for example, when you visit for example Villa Rafa or Villa Sagi and San, and then meet the owner there, then when you visit there, the owner will know you as representative of the Bukit Vista, right?
Yep.
Make sure you have the knowledge. That's my tip. The knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Bring the knowledge to the field. So that's mean when you meet the people in the field, if you can answer the basic question, the trust will be there. If you even cannot answer a basic question, they don't even want to talk with you because
Oh,
you don't know nothing, right?
yeah.
Yeah. For example, just a simple thing. Hi, what is the partnership package of Bukit Vista? For example, if the new partner, and I don't know, I'm just feel things where then okay, then they don't want to talk with you anymore. Just stop in there, right? So make sure that you have a knowledge of the basic. Yeah, I believe in Bukit Vista website, everything is there, right? Like the package, what is our service, how's the team, and everything. You can learn from there as well. So that's the things that you can bring everywhere, not in the field, but everywhere. Just make sure you have the knowledge when you go to the field. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Very core understanding, yeah, and also preparation. But I think we can generalize it as well. When we meet maybe our supervisors, or maybe we meet someone in your campus, I think it's important to not come with empty hands, Anjay. So we have to have at least the core knowledge so that everything will be much more faster. Discussions can go much faster. Okay, Kak Tendi, that's all questions that we have. We have 3 questions plus 1 audience question. Kapan lagi? But again, Kak Tendi, thank you very much for coming to the All Hands. Of course, you have to come to All Hands, yeah. But thank you very much for becoming the inspirational speaker. I think we have to say super sekali, Kak Tendi. Very good, Kak Tendi. Yeah, thank you very much, Kak Tendi. Unfortunately, you cannot leave first, Kak Tendi, because you usually we ask people if they want to leave first or not, but you have to stay here, Kak Tendi. So thank you very much, ya, Kak Tendi. Yeah, respect. Okay, that's that for the inspirational speaker. Very inspirational. Hopefully that will fuel the inspiration bar that we have for the end of until the end of the week. Until next week, we will be refilled again. So next we will move on to the Mr. Jing for the vision statement.
Okay. Hey, super sekali for Vidi for hosting that. That's fantastic. So much good energy, so much liveliness. Wow. Anybody who knows Vidi from the morning strategic meetings would probably have a hard time recognizing it's the same person. So incredible. Very, very uplifting. Okay. How am I going to be able to match that? I don't think I will, Vidi. I think you've definitely taken the sort of the stage today, yeah, which is fantastic. It's very inspirational. Okay, how's everyone doing now? Good. Tendi, thank you for all this beautiful words, fine language there. Yes, I did actually get the feeling that there was some chat GPT there, but it's okay. It's okay. We're sort of enhanced, right? We've upgraded our third brain to be able to think on an AI level. Okay, that's my best explanation. I have no further words. All right, let's go through the good news, bad news. So the hospitality score. It's, if you take a look at it, we're still on a down slope, not at a peak. 81.3% year on year. It is better than last week, but we're not uptrending at this moment. Okay. Next, which is the new AUM. This was a leading factor to diminishing revenue targets. In October, quite low. In fact, you could see the October new AUM was below that in June. This month, in November, we're probably beyond half of what we achieved in October. Most likely going to be higher. So we're on a state of recovery, but unproven yet. Okay. So that's neutral news. The previous one is getting better, but not the greatest news. I'm just going to simply repeat the themes that we talked about last week. So my leadership commitment is that the company does depend on everyone to support and grow the brand. Everyone's a touch point and everyone's a protagonist. So no matter what you're doing, think about how essentially the impression that Tendi was talking about, that your work is coming across off as to each of our users. So this is everything. This is the speed in which an app loads. This is whether or not we pronounce our own company name correctly so that when somebody else repeats it, it's said correctly. And I've committed to train and develop senior leaders to lead on a strong brand. And I'm also happy to see that a lot of the upper managers are definitely getting more competent and also more accelerated progress on developing brand. So that part is good. As a result, I also expect that upper managers are going to be teaching supervision and strategy to their team as well. So don't just receive, but also teach the skills that you've learned in the previous semester to a new generation and increase that leadership density. We, once again, depend on everyone in order to be able to support and grow the brand. And once again, the semester goal is still, quite distant. We're still a few months away, but it is much better to get started on the right footing as early as possible so that everyone's given a fair chance to attain the semester bonus. All right. Again, I'm trying to correct from some of my mistakes in the previous month, which is not getting into the details as much as I should have been. So this particular month, I am committed to definitely get into the details more and understand at each particular moment, at each particular level, where the brand is need to be improved. So, okay. Once again, I'm never going to stop communicating this particular vision. Okay, so that's part of the brand as well. Just repeat until it's clear. So please do pay attention. It does require listening to as well. And maybe I could be as energetic as videos and tell it in a more inspirational way. I'm trying to think about how to enhance that. All right, but also what this means is each new semester, there's new opportunity for everyone to shine. The previous semester, we talked about strategy, which is a more of a logical, rational thinking. When we're talking about branding, the star and the highlight is more interpersonal and intrapersonal intelligence. If you want to be creative, if you want to design, if you want to build things that make people change their behavior, then this is an opportunity for you to start thinking about that. Recently, I remember Shaylin attended another event hosted by, I think, La Manja, right? And I asked her how it went, and she said it was different than one of our events. So appreciation for everything. How do you build an event? How do you design a flyer? The kind of guest lists that you create. These are all, I think, very important things to learn in the creative design. Okay. Here's the vision. Once again, to expand capacity and elevate our brand. And here, I'd like to, once again, bring everybody through a little demo again, okay? So you can kind of see how this works at a more practical level. Here's the demo. So last week, we talked about essentially understanding the business of Bukit Vista as a container of AUM. Oh, okay, all right, here it is. It's a container of AUM, and once again, we are always looking to expand that container so that we can hold more particular properties, manage more relationships, and of course, there are going to be leaks. There's going to be leaks, one, related to properties and relationships that off-board or don't renew their contract because we failed to deliver our promise on the hospitality or the revenue. But more importantly, for this particular semester, we're looking to fix the leaks due to we're not leading the relationship. We're not actually framing our own work in a way that that we're in control of. So this means narrative. This means essentially thinking about design. This means casting our particular company as a protagonist, and essentially also thinking about what the antagonists, what the pitfalls and the challenges are outside the company. We talked a bit about the Oxman-Krebs cycle, about the different divisions of work between information to knowledge, knowledge to utility, utility to behavior, and behavior to culture. Once again, this should be no surprise to anybody who's worked here as long as, let's say, Tendi for the past 7 years. As an innovative company, we're always coming across and discovering new information before oftentimes many other people do. Taking this information and turning it into knowledge has been essentially an underappreciated, perhaps underlabeled process. It is science. All this information we write down in code, all our workflows, all our particular better understandings of the world, I think is related to our ability to actually think like scientists and think like people who are actually comfortable with discovering new realities. If you go to other companies, if you go to other organizations, these multinational, you'll see that there's often less a process of discovery and more often just a process of maintaining existing knowledge. So this is quite unique to Bukit Vista. But once we take this knowledge, we're readily turning that into utility. We're turning that into things that we can use, things that we can actually accelerate, and has actual benefit to a guest, a partner, and our employees. Now, here's the part where essentially we need to remember. So if you've been here for a while, then you probably have seen the ups and downs of this company. You've seen essentially where at a certain point we did not have a strong culture. At a certain point we did not have strong behavior. But after a lot of push-ups and perhaps after a lot of high and low moments, at least we could say now that the employee side has stronger culture. Now, it's mostly about taking those understandings and those particular workflows and those experiences that we've gained in employee experience and asking, can we apply that to the other two user groups, to guests and partners? And I have full confidence that we've already remembered how to do this intuitively. It's more about being now deliberate and thinking about how to apply it. Okay, let's take a look at essentially the structure of the narrative. In the narrative structure, we need to have a hero. That's us. That's everybody who works here. The company is the hero. Enablers. Enablers are specific teams in the company that work on special projects, work on special things to enhance the narrative. It could be people who work on technology, people who work on marketing. It could be essentially even our housekeeper who's making sure that we get 5-star reviews for cleanliness. This is all part of an enabling team. Now, there's going to be obstacles and antagonists. There's going to be challenges. There's going to be things that are difficult. Most of the things, like Vidi said, upset guests or upset partners are not the most pleasant experiences, but the good thing around brand is that this makes great drama. Anything that's challenging, anything that actually is difficult makes for an excellent story to be able to put into the narrative of how we're able to overcome this. Now, once we are on the mission, essentially the work that we constantly do to remind the partners, to remind the user that this is the purpose of what we're doing, and remind them of the pitfalls, this becomes the day-to-day work that we need to do in order to make sure that the brand is communicated correctly across everyone. Okay, now that's all in theory and such, and here's a few news stories that I picked up this week. This is on our Google Maps, and there's some funny reviews. Yeah. All right, this is from, of course, our legal partners. This is Nilo Sari, and this is her review. So definitely puts us in the light of a protagonist. Bukit Vista is most trusted villa management in Bali. Very, very prestigious, very nice. And they have been going at more than a decade. Truly recommend only using them. Okay, let's get some feedback from the company. See how many people actually see this for what it is. How good is this in terms of brand? What would you rate it in terms of 1 being terrible, 10 being perfect? Let's go over to the pick a person. Hafiz, I have to pick you. All right. Good day, Hafiz. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good, sir.
All right, step on up and tell us, how would you rate this in terms of its ability to align with our brand?
I think it is 8.
Okay, 8. All right. Oh, Tendi gives it a 1. Okay, all right, let's jump over to Tendi. Tendi, why is this a 1 and different than 8?
Yeah, because this review is just a month ago, and then she said decade. Decade is about 10 years. I think it's too long. Yeah, and it's like it's just the review just now, so I think it's not the relevancy. I think, yeah, it's not too quiet.
A little bit different. Okay, so, thank you both guys for contributing. Let's go to Gani. Gani, our VP of Marketing. What do you think?
It is, I would say, 5 or 4 because it is like, it's like a general or like a maybe a spam. Like everyone can say it, most trusted, truly recommended, but she doesn't mention that which part, why Bukit Vista is most trusted. So there is no reason behind it.
Okay. Excellent. So let's go back to the brand narrative structure. Are we the protagonist? Are we the hero in this particular mention? Yes. Yeah, the person has actually mentioned that. Have they mentioned any of the enablers? They have not. They have not mentioned who is part of the team that is enabling this particular management company to be spoken of such. They have not mentioned any obstacles or antagonists. Right? So if we're the best, why? Are we the best because there's a lot of other worse companies out there that will take fees and not really deliver service? Are there a lot of people who seem to know what they're talking about but actually don't do what they're doing? Is there a lot of competition in the marketplace? So there's no mention of the obstacle or the antagonist. And there's no mention of the mission. Why are we the best? Are we the best because we can uphold your ranking in a competitive environment? Are we the best because essentially we're able to endure and innovate continuously? Okay, you guys see that? Yeah. So that particular demonstration hopefully gives everyone a clear picture of how to actually get that particular brand to align with the narrative. Now that's important. Okay. So previously we would just say, okay, fantastic. Thank you for giving a review. And a review is better than no review. But this particular semester, we want reviews to be strongly branded, illustrating essentially the outline. Okay, here's another one. Here's a funny one. This one just came in 5 days ago. All right. Let's see. Let's go over to Sarah. Sarah, what about this review? What would you give this in terms of 1 to 10 on a brand alignment?
I would say like 6 because
Okay, 6.
Referring to what you just explained, this review from Miss Yeti doesn't really like give it the narrative like a story, you know, like yeah, sure, yeah, like she highlights the positives but no that like overcoming her
Yes.
issues, right? Putting us
Correct.
as the hero. Yeah.
Correct. Very good, Sarah.
Six.
So consistently fast and responding, humble and professional. Well, that is kind of common. No, I mean, that's not totally unique. Let's say you were just getting started as a property manager, you probably would still have those quantities, right? There's no, once again, there's no understanding of the obstacles and the antagonists out there. And there's no strong understanding of the mission. And also, we're not Bali Vista, we're Bukit Vista, right? So the even the name of the protagonist is mispronounced. Okay, good and heroic, but once again, all of these before are probably we probably wouldn't have looked at these in a serious way. But now that we're in a brand semester, we're going to be looking at these in a more critical way, all right? Attaining a stronger brand. Okay, if this is unfamiliar, then this is probably one of the gold standards of what a correct relationship and a correct brand should look like from a partner, okay? And I'll read this again. So the team at Bukit Vista, the team, meaning that there are enablers, right? It's not just the company kind of like by itself. There is a team around it. Has been managing our villa for the past year. They've been able to maintain good profitability for us while maintaining guest satisfaction and faced some severe challenges. Mission, obstacles, antagonists. We have had significant construction in our area over this time. They've been able to manage the guest experience and expectations so that not only transparent with the guests, but also kept them happy with gestures during their stay. Unique way that the hero defines themselves. When the maintenance needed to be done, they were proactive in finding quality but cost-effective solutions. They will be our go-to management team in Bali forever. Okay, great. If that were the case, then essentially this particular idea of this AUM box lasts forever. It's a pool of AUM that would eternally be there. Now, those of you who know Rory actually know that he actually sold the property and we no longer manage it. But in terms of brand, this is the kind of brand that we are ultimately looking for. It is strong. Okay, time to go. Yeah, okay, all right. Let me move out of that and back to the main. Actually, wait. I think I can delegate this to Bella in the future. But anyways, I'll stop there. And I'll just quickly announce the semester goals and the particular core value this month. As we are going into this particular month, we're going to be making probably some, some innovative progressions. And during this particular innovation time, I expect that some mistakes will happen. Try to get over your mistakes as quickly as possible as we design and build a brand So the core value to remember in this particular month is to actually fail fast. Now, once again, the revenue goal is 3.5 million. Overall rating 4.84, 5-star percentage 85%. And the partner brand goal, this is my mistake. I didn't write it down here, so I need to fill that in, but I'll pass it over to Bill later to fill it in for what the semester goal should be. Okay. In terms of churn rate. All right. That's pretty much it. I'll pass it over to the next person to continue.
Yep. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, I think very important, yeah, vision statement. Everyone should take note of that and carry it over to the rest of the week and forever as well. And next, I will hand over as the host to the moderator, Yosef.
Okay, alright. Thank you Pak Fedi for our host today. Sangat-sangat super sekali. And thank you very much Mr. Jing for sharing the vision in this all hands meeting. Okay, let's go Pak Fedi. But you open the document.
Yep, I will share my screen, yeah.
Okay. Okay, we will start with the hospitality and revenue target. This will be presented by Kak Furkan. Time is yours, Kak.
Okay, Yosef, thank you very much. So hello everyone, good morning. So let's hear what our updates for the semester target achievement so far. Next slide, please. I believe we have been aware about our revenue target and also hospitality target for the 6th semester. So let's skip it into the next slide. Coming first into the hospitality target achievements. For the first metric, accuracy, it's decreasing 1%, and it has been the biggest decrease for the metrics this week, coming from 89.1% last week into 88.1% this week. Next. And then coming to the check-in, decreasing again by 0.3%, last week at 87.4%, and this week at 87.1%. Next slide. In cleanliness increase, quite a good news, increasing by 0.2%, last week at 80.6%, and this week at 80.8%. And next, communication, increasing 0.3%, last week at 84.4%, and this week at 84.7%. Next, into the location, stable increase, good for everyone, good news, yeah. That is increasing by 0.1%, last week at 72.9%, and this week at 73%. Value, last metric, decreasing by 0.3%, last week at 81.4%, and this week at 81.1%. So in overall, next slide, please, Kak Fidi. In overall, we had a quite major decrease this week on the hospitality ratings. So basically, if we compare it to the last week, there is a decrease on 5 stars. Decrease on 5 stars about 0.5%, and decrease on the overall rating by 0.01. Okay. Next slide, into the revenue target achievements. Okay, so for this week, we had a quite quite a significant increase by 71,000 USD. Last week we are at 908,000 USD, and now we are at 980,000 USD. And we have still quite sometimes around 142 days to achieve our revenue target. So that's the report for the semester target achievements this week. Back to you, SF.
Okay, Kak Furkan, thank you for sharing the detail. Okay, let's move forward into the next section, which is the weekly mission inspiration. Okay. The first, for the employee mission inspiration, we have Kak Furkan again. Kak Furkan, the tab is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Yosef. So last Friday, we have the privilege to be invited as one of the industry partners as participant at Manajemen Rekayasa or Engineering Management Career Days at ITB. Kayla and me went there with a mission to inspire the future generation of ITB to join us. During the presentation day, we were quite shocked to be informed that we need to present where the connection between Manajemen Rekayasa ITB and Bukit Vista lies, what's the curriculum and so forth, which at the end of the day, Kayla managed it very well and during her presentation. So, however, we understand the urgency However, I understand the urgency on this to make sure that the students can understand the connection, why BV could be a place for them. After the presentation ends, we had quite many visitors in our booth, in which we do not also expect. We've gathered around 40 contacts from visitors and aim to engage further with them for our next talent pool. So if you would, there is a bit of video
bagian dari Bukit Vista yang kita bisa kulik-kulik lebih dalam besar. Nah, kalau misalkan melihat kepada definisi yang kita taruh di website, Bukit Vista is the most innovative property management in Bali. Dan kata kuncinya adalah
thank you very much everyone. That's the update. Back to you, Yasser.
We are a property management company.
Thank you, Kak Popcorn.
Maksudnya property management company.
Okay, now let's move on.
Property management
Go, Vidi.
company adalah
Okay, let's move on to the technological innovation section, where we will be highlighting some exciting update and improvement from our engineering team. The first is from Azel. So Azel, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Joseph. Okay, this is from me. It is about AUM progress tracking dashboard for Gajah Vista. The first one is problem. The current AUM or assets under management tracking process lacks depth in analyzing growth patterns, PAUM, conversions, and also loss AUM. Without a robust visualization, it's hard to gain real-time insights into management efficiency or identify areas that need improvement. The solution is I made daily AUM tracking. The chart offers a day-to-day snapshot of AUM's total contract value and total property count that help monitor short-term changes and maintain accurate records. The second visualization is about monthly AUM progression. The chart shows a broader monthly trend that can help detect growth patterns and assess monthly shifts in AUM's total contract value and total property count. Okay, Kofidi, can you show the image? Okay, the first one is the table. Okay, we go into the second. Okay, the second langsung nggak apa-apa, Kofidi. Okay, the second from here, we can see about the total contract value and total property count of AUM status progression by day. So, for example, the date is from 1 June until 1 July. We can see about the progression if there is any decreasing or increasing total contract value or total property count. The increasing is indicated by if there is a launch date from a property that indicated AUM. If there is a decreasing total contract value or decreasing property count is indicated by if there is any property that off board and indicating that is lost AUM. And also the third images. Okay, from here we can see about the total contract value and data of AUM status progression by month rather than the day before. And what insights we can get from this visualization or this dashboard? The dashboard provides actionable insights by highlighting both short-term fluctuations and long-term trends in AUM. For example, a sudden drop in daily AUM could signal an issue with property retention or onboarding delays that can allow the team to investigate and resolve potential issues promptly. On the other hand, for example, the monthly trend view can help identify consistent growth patterns or seasonal variances in AUM, which can inform future strategic planning, like optimizing onboarding during high growth months or focusing on retention efforts during slower periods. And the last is the limitation. Each property in the HubSpot company's data that has an associated deal must have its deal record ID data that entered in the deal record ID column within the company's data. This is crucial for establishing a correct link between companies and deals data, because without it, the dashboard cannot effectively track or associate properties with their respective deals that can impact to data integrity. That is from me. Thank you very much. Back to you, Chef.
Okay, thank you, Azel. For the next, Karobin, the time is yours.
Okay. We are excited to announce a new improvement in our technology. The engineering team has implemented RDS proxy to enhance the speed, reliability, and efficiency of our database system. So RDS proxy is a tool that helps manage database connection more effectively, making our application more stable and responsive, especially during high time traffic. This improvement is an initial step to enhance our database speed. While it's an important upgrade, it won't make our database dramatically faster just yet. The engineering team will continue to optimize database query to improve performance over time. Can you please click the first image? Okay, so this is the how our application worked before. And this is how our application work right now. So every time user connect to our application and request data to database, they will use the pool connection. Okay. So this is the result. The average direct connection latency under high concurrency is 521 millisecond. And average full connection latency under high concurrency using RDS proxy is 481 millisecond. So the RDS proxy pool connection reduce latency by approximately 7.68% compared to a direct connection under high concurrency. Okay, thank you. Back to Yosef.
Okay, thank you, Karobin, for the insight on RDS proxy and its potential impact on our system stability and efficiency. For the last, we have Reza, who has been working on the revision of the community expert card to improve our user experience. Okay, Reza, the time is yours.
Okay, Yosef, thank you for the time. So here I'm giving update in card community expert. So I've given update in card design layout to handle the logs text more efficiently, and I introduced editable keyword label on each card and added a prominent contact us button on each card, so user can directly communication between community expert. So Kak Vidi can show the text. So with this enhancement, the SLA metric that has been achieved, where is the increased engagement time and average session duration, and a reduction the bounce rate as shown, and it's the detail in the screen. So for the next, can I give some demo?
Okay.
Okay, I will share screen. Okay, so this is wait. Okay, so this is the design for the community expert card look like now. So I will give some demo for adding some text. So for the card for Visa Bali, I will give some expert tag right here. Like this, and I will update. And user can also add the contact and a custom message for the and user can also add phone number and custom message if need. But if still it's empty right here, it will use the existing template. And if the updated successful, the design will update immediately. So like here, the design will update immediately successfully. And then I will show you how to delete some text. Just delete this text and then update. If the update successful, wait. And then successful, and I will refresh the page. And then the text have been removed successfully. I think that's all. That's all I will show. Thank you.
Joseph, you can continue.
Okay. Thank you, Reza, for sharing our redesign community expert card. Now we next move on the next section. We are going to the company theme target and achievement. Once again, this will be presented by Kak Furkan. Kak Furkan, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Joseph. So, good morning again, everyone. For the November target, here are the breakdowns. The first one for the revenue target, our OK target is for 165,000 USD, and now we are achieving on 350,000 USD, progressing around 87%. On the 5-star percentage, our target is still the same as last month, 85%, and we are achieving 81.8%, progressing 96.23%. On the last one, overall rating, same as last month, 4.8. Our achievement so far is at 4.7 and accounting 97 of 91% of the progress. And what are our opportunities for November? In November so far, we managed to have 49% occupancy. This is 12 increase compared to last week. 9% expired dates, 3% maintenance, and also 3% on the resets. We have around 36% nights available to sell to achieve the OK targets. So there's the quick update. Thank you very much. Joseph, back to you.
Thank you, Kak Furkan, for the update. Next, we have some exciting news in the promotion section. Kak Marcel, we will sharing the updates. Kak Marcel, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Yosef. So yes, everyone, let's welcome Muhammad Alfasha Putra Faisal as our new team member, property management. So yeah, this is one part of the stability program basically that we currently executing to ensure that we have overall company stability. So yeah, it is good. We proceeded correctly. Now we onboard him. So for Alva himself, I hope you enjoy the road, because the future road that you will currently face with us is actually one of the hard road. But I hope you will contribute us to ensure that it will be easier, something like that. So yeah, enjoy the moment. That's
Thank
all.
you, Mas. Thank you, Mas.
Yes.
Thank you, Mas Marcel. And thank you, everyone, for welcoming me today. It's an honor to be here.
Okay, thank you, Kak Marcel, and congratulations. Let's give a round of applause, everyone, for the Kak Alpha. Congratulations once again, Kak Alpha. And now we are moving into the core value recognition. We start with the Kak Krishna first. Go Hidi. Okay.
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you, Joseph. So this is for KPD, for bias to action and full motivation. So long story short, our product owner has some health condition, quite a long time. So I was preparing to jump in and handle all the handover and additional tasks, but KPD step in and help split the extra tasks so that I can take day off on Saturday, because if KPD do not want to split, then I need to work for the entire weekend. So thank you for Kak Vidi to help me so that I can take a break 1 day a week. Thank you.
Okay, for the next, it's from Kak Titan, recognized to Ko Vidi and Kak Krishna, and I will take over. Kak Titan want to recognize Kak Vidi and Kak Krishna for stepping up last week when he was sick for 4 days. He mentioned that they quickly backed him up with his daily operation, ensuring that the engineering team daily backlog stay on track. Without their help, things got even gotten easy. For the next copy, it's from Kak Furkan, recognized to Kak Kayla with core value inspired delay. Kak Furkan, the time is yours.
Yes, thank you, Yosef. So I would like to not only recognize but also to celebrate Kayla's amazing delivery in sharing her aspiration in engineering management career days. The event was indeed tiring and exhausting, but we had a fun time engaging sessions with the students. Most of her juniors still recognize her because she prepped a PDF file consisting of like materials and not that she passed them over to the next and younger batch. So when we had a discussion and it also came to there, every one of the students like, oh, are you Kayla that is preparing the PDF file for us? Thank you very much. So yeah, everyone so still recognize her, yeah. So Kayla was not only successful in sharing the material, but also successfully set the legacy branding for herself around the engineering management ITB students. Congrats, Bun, you're amazing. Okay, that's all. Yes, back to you.
Okay. This is from Kak Matthew, recognized to Kak Gani and Kak Nadia with core value inspired delay. Kak Matthew, the time is yours.
Oh, you can read it directly, Yosef.
Oh, okay. Kak Matthew recognized with the question. One of my target this month is to get better understanding on business plan. Last Friday, I got tasked to do several updates for business plan document and Koda. Good, Mas Gani and Kak Nadia share their knowledge and helping me understand business plan better. Thank you so much. This is again from Kak Matel to Kak Bella and Kak Gani and Kak Kayla. Kak Matel say yesterday, but with si Kak Bella and Mas Gani helped me a lot for both the new and correct structure, plus copywriting for the 12 newsletter. Due to my both health condition, they initially assist me a lot. Big thanks for both of them. Also, several days before, Kakela helped polishing my Ocean Dream Studio newsletter, even though it's already over time. She pointed out crucial point that I don't even notice, which is give better context, especially if it's a new property. Thank you, guys.
Okay, Joseph, also we'll ask permission for extension for 5 minutes to finish up the core value recognition. Everyone.
Okay, for KVD.
Okay, this is back to Krishna for being the hero upon Titan 60, and he's still sick, so let's wish him the best of health so that he can come back soon. Krishna also stabilizes the project management flow and is able to prioritize the handover that Titan left off and do it based on necessity and priority.
Okay, thank you, KVD. For the next. For the next from Kak Wahyu, recognize Kak Tito and KVD. Kak Wahyu, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mas Yosef. First of all, I would like to thank to both Bang Ardi and also Kofidi for being the hero and also help me to help myself. Bang Ardi is willing to help me as a non-technical person to understand about the code on Atlas, Olympus, and also BV Plus. Even and more, he talked me directly on Discord, reaching me out right after I reached him out on Slack. So it was very ya, sangat cepat sekali. I didn't think someone would like to do that in his busy time, but he did help me to understand what the technical aspect that I understand to achieve our goals in revenue management. So thank you so much, Bang RD. So besides that, I would also like to thank Kofi D for help us in revenue management team to enhance our current workflow strategy. Kofi D helped us understand more about what we could do and what we shouldn't do in order to dig deeper more on workflows and improve its performance. So despite the tight schedule of both Bang Ardi and Kofi D, they managed to help us to grow. So thank you so much, Kofi D and also Bang Ardi.
Thank you, Kak Fadil. And now from Mr. Jing, recognize Skyla. Mr. Jing, this is your time.
Okay, I'm going to recognize Kyla for Never Settle, and the recent experience I think she had at ETB reinforces this positive attribute in knowledge management. I think it's important to recognize this particular type of work because it's invisible. Actually, a lot of our work is probably invisible, but this particular work is invisible because it's simply just knowledge, right? And if this knowledge is not kept up to date, or the knowledge is not essentially well understood, then there's a huge kind of fabric of loss. But Kyla keeps this always up to date. But what I think is never settled in this particular case that I've seen is that the development and the weave of knowledge is actually getting better and better. So anyways, that's worthwhile to recognize because that's how we keep the entire company on track and up to date and innovative. So thank you, Kyla, for that. All right, I have one more, and I'll recognize Gani also for Never Settle. And this is why. I took a look at the VCA, and if anybody from a different company took a look at our brand communication audit, they would probably mistakenly believe that we're a very negative company because everything is improve, 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 improve. But I don't think that's actually a bad thing. I think there's, like when I asked Hafiz earlier for his feedback, he immediately gave feedback, right? When I ask people on Gani's team for feedback, they immediately have something that they actually think about. I think this is good culture. I think good culture is essentially where we're always engaged in prefrontal cortex. We're thinking about how to innovate and push the boundaries even more and never settling. And not just, oh, okay, whatever I did last week was already good enough. So I think it takes, it's difficult, right? Because you need to essentially push your team to avoid giving them, let's say, false feedback about how everything's all good, when in fact things are not, but yet keep the motivation strong. So it requires leadership, and so thank you for getting that there. It is a good engine to drive innovation. Okay, yeah, those are my two.
Okay, this is from Kak Gani to Kak Bella. Kak Gani, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Yusef. And I'd like to recognize Bella for help others to help themselves, inspire dealing as well. So I see Bella have a strong leadership. She gives clarity and inspiring guidance to critical people toward a bigger goal. So I'm glad that we have you in the team, Bella. So looking forward to solid coordination between team. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, thank you, Kak Gani. Yeah, I think that's the end of our value recognize session, and we might do moving on the announcement, KVD. Okay, but I checked this morning that seems like there is no announcement, so that we will be the end of today. All hands, everyone, and I will return it back to KVD.
Okay, thank you very much, Yosef, for moderating, yeah, and thank you very much, everyone, for attending this all hands. A very super all hands, yeah, and I hope that you guys have a super week. Don't forget to read the personal updates, and have a nice week, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Have a great week ahead.
Happy ending, Kak Tendi.
And David too.
And David juga. I almost forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, have a good day, everyone. See you.